back to Let's Play DoomRL. I'm Steve, and joining me, as always, is my buddy over here.
I'm Clear, and we're in the Halls of Carnage today.
Yeah, it looks like this is another one of them special level things where dudes get shot most of the time.
This is the best special level, for two reasons. One, it's easy as hell, so you can just go through and pretty much kill everything. There's supercharges everywhere, it's basically great. And two is the thing you find here, and what a thing you find.
You find something totally sweet?
Yeah, you do.
Is it sweeter than last week's mention of sounding?
Yes.
It's hard to not be sweeter than that. You know, I actually looked up what that was when we were done.
And now you regret it, don't you?
I've seen worse things.
Yeah, but, you know, hopefully we're not going to be talking about that. We're going to shotgun this door open because that's one of the ways you open locked doors. Those doors are locked, but, you know, who cares about keys and stuff? We have a shotgun.
See, that was the thing I did not know about the game, is that you can shoot a door.
I used to just use the rocket launcher to blast them open, which also works, but has its own problems, of course.
That sounds a little wasteful.
It is a little wasteful, that's one of the problems. Anyway, level 6. Today, our love for you is like a truck. We're going to be a berserker.
You are wont to making fuck? Berserker?
Yes. Basically with this, if we hit a dude with our chainsaw, sometimes we'll just flip out and go into berserk for free. I'm hoping to trigger it now, but, you know, no dice. It's an okay trait, but with this we can now get vampire, so, you know, that's the important thing. Vampire is useful even if you don't use chainsaw.
Man, there's chainsaw through hella dude.
I'm pretty much at that point trying to show it off, and then I get bored and I switch to my chain gun because I'm just a sucker for chain guns, honestly, and basically chain fire weapons of any kind.
Yeah.
I mean, they're inaccurate, they're very inaccurate as you see here.
Just chainsaw some dudes, that would have been rad. As we all know, the chainsaw is the best part of the game.
It's pretty good, but it does have the problem of being at close range, and by that time people can shoot at you and damage your armor. Like ours, now it's only at 3 points, which is still pretty good, but not as good as it could be.
Yeah.
There's another supercharge, because you know there's like 3 in this level. It looks like a Hell Knight over there, which is fortunately the last of the enemies in this area, I think.
Yeah.
Except,
it looks like he's pretty much the baddest dude around.
and, you know, they're pretty bad, but it's not as bad as it could be. This place is relatively easy, even if I'm getting my armor destroyed for no reason. Also, he opened that place. Do you see that thing in there, that pinkish thing?
I do indeed see a pink thing in there.
Alright,
We all know that pink is the world's most awesome color, so it must be rad.
this is the BFG 9000. Hell, now you'll get loose!
This is pretty much the most popular gun of a video game ever.
Yes. And I'm going to put mods on it because, you know, why not? I think I'm going to put mods on anyway. I hope I do.
Pretty sure you're going to put a mod on it. That's what you're looking at in the menu here. You're thinking.
Yes. There's a number of assemblies that use the BFG 9000, and they're all pretty awesome, but even if you don't use the assemblies, you can use the mods on it and it'll get awesome. And I forget to actually switch out to my combat shotgun here, because, you know, I'm just so excited about having the BFG 9000. So we'll probably see me misfire it before too long.
Yeah. I'm sure that whatever you shoot will blow up real good.
Yep. Oh, there he is.
Well, that's really something.
That is an incredible explosion, I will say.
It also looks like a very expensive explosion.
Yes, each shot consumes 40 cells and it can only hold 100. On the upside, if you have the BFG 9000, that actually holds more cells than just setting them in your inventory, so keep it loaded at all times. Anyway, we're done on there, and now we're on this floor, and I'm not sure what's going on.
It looks like another place.
Napalm next to a health pack, and that blue thing up there. You see this blue thing?
I do indeed.
Thermonuclear bomb.
I assume that blows shit up real good.
It is the best thing to blow shit up. It will destroy everything on the level after it's activated, which unfortunately does include you, so...
I was just going to ask, does that include you?
Yes, so if you use it, then I sure hope you have a way to survive a nuke afterwards. There is a way to do it, but, you know, generally that won't come up too often.
So if you set the bomb, can you go down the stairs? Or how does it work?
You can set the bomb and then go down the stairs, but I don't think the bomb will go off, or if it will, it'll go off on the floor above you, which really doesn't help you that much, because you can't backtrack in this game. Why would you? You've already killed everything on the earlier floors anyway.
Well, maybe you have, or maybe you haven't.
Well, in any case, we can't backtrack, so...
Yeah.
Setting bombs on floors and then leaving them doesn't really help us that much. And also, it does destroy everything, including items and walls and stuff, so if you want to destroy all the tough dudes and then loot the floor, that really won't be helpful for you, even if you do survive.
So pretty much it's just a crazy thing that allows you to blow up a bunch of stuff, and there's no real good way to use it.
There is no real good way to use it. However, if you do find out a good way to use it on the final boss of the game, you get secrets. And I'm probably never going to unlock that because it requires a ridiculous amount of luck to do so, or clearing at least 2 very difficult side areas. Anyway, armor. I need that. Give me the armor.
Man, you really do need armor.
Yeah, I kind of let it get destroyed way too much in the Halls of Carnage. Chainsaw for you, buddy.
Well, it seems like Manly Riptide is doing pretty well otherwise.
Yeah, and if I'm remembering my count of the levels right, we should be nearing a very special level soon. That's about as close to plot relevant as this game has in terms of plot relevance.
Well, the plot of Doom, for those of you who don't know, which may or may not include you, there were some dudes on Mars and they opened a gateway to hell, and that's where all the demons came from. You gotta kill them all. That's the story of Doom. So, there are pretty much 2 plot relevant points in the game. You go to Mars and you go to hell.
Well, I think that pretty much narrows down the amount of places that could be coming up then.
Probably.
Anyway, we're done on this floor.
For those of you who are Doom aficionados, we are technically coming up on the beginning of Doom 2.
And actually the music in the game shifts to that of Doom 2, if I recall right.
It does indeed.
Anyway, Berserk Pack before we go down the stairs, because who knows what we'll encounter down there. I chose wisely.
You did indeed.
And I'm just looking at all the stuff there, because I can only see red, so I want to make sure it's not going to be explodable, but... Oh, I just noticed there, it gave the "you're going berserk" message there, so...
Yeah.
I guess we triggered our berserker thing while we were already berserk.
Sweet.
That basically just means we get longer berserk time, which is always good.
And yeah, berserk is always best when you're doing melee, so...
Yeah, I don't know why I'm using my shotgun here.
Because you forgot, and also because, you know, it's a shotgun. You can shoot a dude with it, but you can also chainsaw them.
Yeah. And there's some upgraded boots there, but boots really aren't that important. Also, armor shard. Yes!
Sweet.
That basically made our best armor a bit less dead. So, that's always good. Let's see, what else is going on here?
Lots of screaming.
Yeah. That would be why.
And there's a ton of dudes. So, what's the best way to blow up all these dudes?
Well, in theory I should back out and get out my shotgun or a rocket launcher or something. The rocket launcher would destroy the stuff in there, which includes a plasma rifle, and I really don't want to destroy that. So instead I'm going to back out and use the shotgun. And it works alright.
It could be worse.
Yeah, it could be, I don't know, revenants. I hate those things.
It could be death.
It could be death. And I'm getting kind of wounded here, but hopefully not too much. Yeah, I survived. Yay!
Sweet. We have to fight another day and also have more ammunition for the chain gun.
More importantly, ammunition for the plasma rifle and the BFG.
Rifle. That's what I meant. No one cares about the chain gun.
Well, chain gun's actually pretty useful early on, but, you know, we already have plenty of ammo for that, I think. Anyway, I'm just running around now trying to find... I don't know. Oh, there's some things. There are some exploded barrels that just took out that wall.
Worse things have happened. Like walking into the room with all the cacodemons.
Yep. But you know, if there were things there, how could I pass them up?
You really can't pass things up in this game, especially if the thing is ammo. For a gun, that's good.
Yeah, if it's one of those slashes that we've been ignoring the whole game, those combat knives though, you do want to pass those up. They're basically like chainsaws, except they don't make a satisfying sound and they have worse stats.
Yeah, see, I can't get into that. Everyone knows. It's all about the chainsaw.
I mean, you can throw the knives, that's useful, but only if you don't have a gun instead. And there's actually challenge modes in this game where you're limited to certain weapon sets, so if you're doing a melee weapons only game, combat knives are your only ranged attack, which should tell you something about how few people actually complete one of those.
Yeah, that sounds like it would be sort of the opposite of fun.
Anyway, power mod. I think I'm going to put that on either the BFG or... Actually, I don't have anything else that would be good to put it on, so I think that's what I do. Oh, I can't
It looks
though.
like BFG is already modified.
I'm not smart enough to put 2 weapon mods onto the BFG right now. If I had the WizKid trait, then I could, but I don't, because, you know, I didn't want it. I wanted to instead be a berserker who is also a badass.
Yep.
Anyway, where are we going?
And eventually you'll become a vampire, which is kind of crazy.
Yeah, I don't know how that works out, honestly. But anyway.
You go so insane from killing so many dudes, you become a vampire.
Bulk mod.
That's the only explanation.
Whatever. Let's shoot that and get that vampire power. We have exploded something, and now we're a vampire. And now we gain health for everything we kill, which is good, because we're low on health. In fact, I will demonstrate that on these guys as soon as I reload. Yeah, chainsaw! Now we're up to 70 health. This does, of course, require investing in the brute skills, which aren't really that great for most players, but, you know, you get health whenever you kill dudes. That's always useful.
Yeah.
Of course, this does have another cost to it in that we can't access a couple other traits now, but hopefully they weren't any that you really needed.
No, hopefully not. So is there a level cap in this game?
I don't think there is, but there is a cap to the number of dudes that are generated, unless you want to do something extremely boring, like have a pain elemental just sit there spawning lost souls, and then you kill each one individually, but leave the pain elemental alive. And come on, do we look like Angband players over here?
I'm an Angband player.
I stand corrected.
Dude, that's... No! That's cold, man. That's cold.
Sorry. That was probably a bit mean to me. But anyway, we're not going to be doing any of that, because honestly, we have more important things to worry about, like the level here. This is a very special level. This is the Phobos Hellgate.
So it looks like you start off by grabbing some things.
Yes, there's...
which will heal you up, give you some ammo, and then you, I imagine, go and kill a bunch of dudes.
Yes, this starting area has red armor, health packs, you name it, a bunch of stuff, and you are going to need it, trust me. I set the thermonuclear bomb there because I really don't need that. Anyway, let's see, what am I going to do? Am I going to just charge on ahead, or am I going to be cautious? Clearly I'm going to charge ahead and be punished for it. BFG for you!
God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So many things dying.
And now I'm going to run back to the entrance of this place, so I only have to fight one guy at a time. Or I'm going to just run around with my shotgun, I don't know. My actions are a mystery to me at this point.
One of those two things is what you did, and it looks like it's one where you try and just charge headlong into a bunch of dudes.
Yeah, and since they're all at different angles, that only helpfully works to kill one or two of them. But then I get myself a berserk when I need it with the chainsaw. Yay!
There you go.
Alright, but that's only the intro to this level. We need to back up and prepare prepare for the next part because it is even more dangerous.
There's a second part?
There is a second part to the Phobos Hellgate. That was just the entryway.
Sweet. There were lots of those monsters, but they were wussies, and I assume
These
these
guys.
are much larger monsters.
Tough as a dump trunk and nearly as big. Yeah, these are dangerous. I basically saved BFG just to deal with these guys, because otherwise they will murder you to crazy amounts.
Oh man. Did the BFG not kill them?
Several BFG shots will not kill them, but I have more than several. And
That is completely crazy.
well, there's one down, but I don't think we have enough ammo for the rest of it. No, we're out of power cells, so we're gonna have to finish him off with a shotgun.
Oh.